Welcome to the Rocky Report, brought to you by First Interstate Bank, Montana Honda and Marine, the Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, Opportunity Bank, and your local Ford stores. And now from the campus of Rocky Mountain College, here's your host, Bruce Parker.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the Rocky Report right here in the Fortin Education Center on First Interstate Bank Court. Lots up this week as the football team at Southern Oregon, the volleyball team on the road for two. They are the new Frontier Conference champions. Basketball, soccer, much more. Up next on the Rocky Report, we'll have highlights, interviews, and be joined by Billy Drykosen and Wes Keller, the two basketball coaches at Rocky, along with our special guest, Ben Moorkirke, an outstanding player from Conrad, Montana. Stay with us. We have lots on tap this week.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
You live for life's finest moments, like seeing nature firsthand, teaching something old to someone new, experiencing the thrill in their face, and doing it again and again. Join us on the water in the very best boat for these moments. Tracker Boats, built for life.
Montana Honda and Marine in Billings.
As a driven business owner, you want to pursue your dream, not worry about administrative chores, employee benefits, and HR. With Avitas Group, you don't have to. We'll provide the solutions you need. Everything from payroll and taxes to online marketing and IT. For each and every operational need, Avitas Group has an entire team of diverse, specialized professionals. Follow your dream. Leave the logistics to us.
Let's go to Dustin Askham with all of our highlights for this week.
Welcome to the Rocky Sports Report, folks. We'll get right to it. Rocky trying to bounce back after last week's loss to Montana Western. They'll try to do so against Southern Oregon, but they have other ideas. Right here, Sean Till on the handoff. That puts up the Raiders 14-3 early in the first. We'll go to the second quarter now. Raider quarterback Austin Dodge drops back, and check out this play-action bomb to Ryan Retzlaff. Touchdown Raiders. They go up 21-3 after another Rocky field goal. How about a jet sweep to who else? Andre McCullough cutting around the right side of the field. And after a two-point conversion, Rocky within a touchdown, 21-14, but the Raiders driving and looking for more. Dodge this time to Matt Retzlaff for the touchdown. That makes it 28-14 Raiders. We'll head to the fourth quarter now. Raiders with a 42-21 lead. Rocky trying to cut it, and they do. Look at the grab by Ryan Toner, the Billings Central product. Touchdown, but Raiders win 45-28. Rocky now 5-4 on the season. So let me tell you something, folks. Rocky Mountain College, they are Frontier champions of the regular season for the first time since 2000. They beat Lewis Clark State and Montana Tech to run their win streak to 24 matches. Hate to be a spoiler there, but earlier in the week, a crosstown matchup with MSUB, as you see Chelsea Walter for MSUB, the Billings senior product with the spike here. Second set, Aaliyah Billis, you saw her earlier with the spike. Boom, bang, another spike there. We'll head to the second set. This time MSUB's Krista Norris at the net, and she hits it down where the Battling Bears aren't. But guess what? Rocky too much in this one. This time Billis and Anna DeWald with the block. So they've won 24 consecutive matches dating back to late August. Congratulations to the volleyball team. Is it that time already? Some college basketball in the Magic City. It's here. Home opener for Rocky against the College of Idaho. Jade Lefevre, the Laurel Locomotive product, with the three-pointer there. And Lefevre, let me tell you something. I watched her play in high school. She can shoot threes. Another three there. This time, Rocky's Tanika Capuch gets the friendly roll off the front iron. Gets it in there. And College of Idaho's Aaliyah Lober right here with the three to pull within 10, but Rocky was too much in this one. Whitney Mitchell for the three here, outlet, deep pass from Jade Lefevre, and Rocky would go on to win this one 80-51. Thanks so much, folks, for watching the Rocky Sports Report. We'll see you next week.
Well, it's basketball season at the Fortin Education Center right here on First Interstate Bank Court, joined now by the famous, the infamous Billy Drykosen, the head coach of the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bear men's basketball team. And Coach, off to a 2-0 start, went down to Dillon and won a couple games over Dickinson State and Walla Walla. Good start, bad start, tough start?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're always in this game, you got to try to win basketball games. So any way you can win them, it's always a good start to win. You can always work on things while you're winning. I'd much rather do that than when I'm losing.
Well, I can, and really you played well. The games really weren't close. Thought you played outstanding defense, giving up 39 points to Dickinson State team, a team that was a Frontier Conference member. But did you feel good about the defensive effort down there?
Yeah, I felt like in that game we did some good things for an early season game. There's always a lot of things to work on, but kids were, buying into our philosophy for that night, and we kept the ball out of the paint a little bit. They have a good big kid, and we did a nice job of surrounding him with some good defense in the paint. So that part was good. That was a definite positive in that night. And then
Walla Walla, a team you played on Sunday afternoon, early afternoon. Is it a little different playing on a Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, I definitely think so. And bouncing back after playing that night before and then playing, the second game in a row, it's always different until you really get in game shape later on down the road and playing 2 games back to back. But it was good, and kids came out and had a good effort, and we had a lot of bench points that second night. That was really a nice deal. We had 50 points, I think, off the bench that second night, so I was really happy with that.
Did you get accomplished at that tournament down in Dillon, that what you wanted to get accomplished?
Yeah, like I said, I really think so. A lot of guys got a lot of playing time. We got some new faces, and some of our returning guys are playing different roles right now. So it was, a great opportunity for us to get out and get our feet wet on that first weekend.
Talk to me a little bit about your basketball team this year. You have a number of outstanding returnees and some guys that are getting some preseason honors, and this is a very athletic team.
Yeah, at the guard spot, we're very quick and we are athletic. Tyree is the preseason, player of the year in the Frontier Conference, but as we know, that doesn't mean anything. It depends on how he produces throughout the year, but he'll be a very good player for us. And Sion Lane at the point is a very good player for us. And it's a matter of this team, I think, just continue to work hard together and play together, because we do have some different weapons on this team.
So you played in Dillon, you played 2 games against the NAI teams. You step it up this week. We're going to come back and talk a little bit about MSU Billings.
Yeah, that should be an exciting game here on Wednesday night.
Head coach Bill Drykosen, we're going to take a break and come back and talk about the Yellow Jackets. They'll be here on Wednesday night of this week. Should be a lot of fun. Stay with us on the Rocky Report.
It's hard to be in college and not be focused.
Being an athlete even helps you become more and more focused.
If I don't stay focused, I fall way behind on schoolwork.
A lot of homework on the bus and in hotel room.
This is one of the most formational times in your life, and so it's important to make healthy choices.
Because people who are tobacco free just do better in school.
I don't use tobacco. I feel like your body is your temple.
I don't think I'd be the person I am today if I had used tobacco products.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
Upgrade. It means your day just got better. That's the idea behind First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. With every purchase, you earn points you can use to upgrade just about any aspect of your life. Even better, rewards come from your world, your neighbors, your favorite local businesses. It's the difference between dining out and dining out in style, your style. First Rewards World MasterCard from First Interstate Bank. Your style, your rewards.
You live for life's finest moments, like seeing nature firsthand, teaching something old to someone new, experiencing the thrill in their face, and doing it again and again. Join us on the water in the very best boat for these moments. Tracker Boats, built for life.
Montana Honda and Marine in Billings. Well, welcome back to the Rocky Report. Again, joined by head coach Bill Drykosen of the men's basketball team. And Coach, we talked about it before that last break that you have, maybe you'll say you step up in competition this week against a rival here in town, Division II Montana State University Billings. What's different about this week as compared to last week?
Well, I think, you got to see what you can improve on. I mean, every week you got to improve. You're getting more things in, and, it's a great opportunity. I mean, Coach Matlock always taught me when I played for him and coached with him, you always got an opportunity to get better, and I think that's what's exciting. We know when we go up against the Yellow Jackets, it's going to be great competition. We're going to have a great crowd, and so, we're going to have to come out and play well to win that game, and that's what's exciting this time of year, this early in the season.
And you got a chance to watch them play on video or on the webcast. You watched them play against a good and improved Carroll College basketball team. What did you think of the Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, I mean, Jamie just runs things well, and he really gets after his guys. I mean, they play so competitively, and I know he's back working on things. I remember, I think it was last year, they went up to Northern and got beat on the road and then came back and were ready for us. So I know they'll be ready come Wednesday night, but that's what makes it exciting. Jamie and I have a good friendship, and, we know our kids are both going to go in there and teams are going to play hard against each other.
What about rivalry? You hear the word all the time. What does this mean in the list of rivalries for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody that's been around basketball here in the Billings area always looks for that Rocky Eastern game, MSUB. I say Eastern, you remember that.
That's me.
So, I mean, definitely, I think people look for that, and it has came back. I think kids, we get more students at each other's games now, and, I think that's what it's all about. We want to get out there and compete hard, and we want that kind of atmosphere. Both of us do. A good, clean, hard-fought game is what we're all looking for.
And how about your basketball team? Are you more worried about what you do on Wednesday night here in the Fortin Center, or are you worried about what MSU Billings is going to bring in here?
Right. I mean, obviously, you stay focused on yourselves, but be prepared for your opponents. And, obviously we got to do a few things to try to take away a few of their strengths, but we got to stay focused on ourselves and do what we do well and do it better than they do it, and hopefully we can come out with at least a 1-point victory.
Good luck. Looking forward to it.
Yes, we are too. Thanks a lot, Bruce.
Head coach Billy Drykosen, he'll battle the Yellow Jackets right here on Wednesday night, tip-off at 7 o'clock. We'll come back and have more on the Rocky Report. Stay with us.
Time to relax. The water's hot and steamy, but don't stay in too long or you'll look like a giant raisin. At least there'll be no wrinkles on your forehead because you won't be worrying about energy bills. Your water heater keeps those bills low month after month, bath after bath. So go ahead, soak away. A super efficient water heater, just one of hundreds of details that make Northwest Energy Star homes better.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
You live for life's finest moments, like seeing nature firsthand, teaching something old to someone new, experiencing the thrill in their face, and doing it again and again. Join us on the water in the very best boat for these moments. Tracker Boats, built for life.
Montana Honda and Marine in Billings. And welcome back to a very quiet Fortin Education Center on First Interstate Bank Court. We're joined now by the head women's basketball coach at Rocky Mountain College. In his first year, Wes Keller, 3-0. Wes, you couldn't expect a better start than 3-0.
No, I'm very pleased with that start. I'm pleased with our girls up until this point. They're competing and playing hard, and so I'm very, very pleased with that.
Let's talk first about this weekend's game against the College of Idaho, a very good NAI program, a great history with their women's basketball program, and I thought you handled them very well. You got off to a great start.
Yeah, I thought our girls came in really focused tonight. Our emphasis was playing great defense and rebounding, and if we did those two things, I thought we'd come out on top. So I thought our girls executed the game plan for the most part. You know, we missed some early bunnies and putbacks, and you know, the girls didn't get down on themselves. They kept plugging away, and you know, things started to go their way.
Yeah, I really thought your defense created some offense for you tonight. Was that kind of an idea you wanted to?
Yeah, you know, we want to play fast, and you know, for us to do that, we got to get stops on the defensive end, and you know, we really stress ball pressure and you know, good help side defense and things like that. And you know, we got our hands on a few balls, which enabled us to run. You know, so I was pleased.
And you got some players back. You got Marissa Marias was back, and she got some playing time. But you have some other players that are really playing well, especially offensively.
Yeah, Whitney Mitchell. I mean, she's a warrior. I mean, she's having to play. You know, because of injury, she's having to play 37 to 39, 40 minutes a game, and she just plays her heart out. And you know, she's kind of our leader out on the floor, and she's doing an excellent job. Jade Lefevre from Laurel, she's, you know, really stepped up her game of late. You know, she's a scorer, and you know, the thing I'm proud about with Jade is she's really upped her defensive intensity. You know, bought into, I can guard somebody and stop it. You know, I thought Bridger Rice from Savage, she's 6 foot long, athletic, and she guarded College of Idaho's best player, their point guard, quite a bit tonight, and thought she did a stellar job on her as well.
And your rebounding strong tonight. You didn't give them any second shots.
Yeah, I think we out rebounded them 53 to 46 or 48 or something like that. You know, I was a little disappointed we gave up a few offensive rebounds in the first half, and I thought we cleaned that up in the second half.
So 3-0. If I would have said to you before the season started, Wes, I think you could go 3-0. You probably would have taken that.
Absolutely, I would take that any day of the week.
Now it doesn't get any easier. You play the defending Great Northwest Athletic Conference championship team, Montana State University Billings. Thankfully, they don't have Bobby Knutson anymore, but they're still a very good team. They went up to Carroll and won big on the road.
Yep, you know, Coach Wooden, he does a great job over there. They got very good players. You know, they're going to come in here. We're going to, you know, we're not going to back down. We're going to play hard and see what happens. You know, we're going to compete. You know, they got some very, very good players that, you know, we're going to have our hands full.
You know, that's Tuesday night. Doesn't give you a lot of time to prepare for them. Are you more concerned with what they're going to do on Tuesday night or what your team's
No,
going to do?
we're focused on ourselves and preparing a little bit for them. You know, this time of year, you can't look too far ahead of, you know, what everybody else is doing. You got to continue to evaluate yourself and your program and try and get a little better each day.
Now, you played in the Helena Capital Helena High rivalry series. You played in the Digger Dog Cups against Montana Tech when you were at Western. What does this rivalry mean to you against Montana State University Billings?
I think it's a great chance for the fans to come out and watch two quality basketball teams compete, and you know, hopefully we can get everybody here and pack this place and create a great atmosphere.
Now, I know you want to win the basketball game, but what are your main goals against Montana State Billings?
You know, play hard, compete, and see where the chips may fall. I mean, that's what we're focused on.
And how would you grade your team, Wes, so far? 3-0, 3 games. You played well in exhibition games, scrimmages against some junior college teams. What kind of grade would you give your squad?
Coaches are usually pretty hard. I'd probably say a C+, B- right now. You know, we're doing some good things, but there's a lot of room for improvement, and that's the exciting part.
That's good. Good luck on Tuesday night.
Thank you very much.
Head women's coach Wes Keller against the Lady Jackets of Montana State University Billings right here on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock tip-off. Let's go and check out our student athletes of the week. And no surprise, once again on our student athlete of the week, it's Young Young, the senior on the volleyball team at Rocky Mountain College. She had an outstanding effort against MSU Billings over at the Alterowitz Center on the campus of Montana State Billings. She led her team to another victory and a season sweep over the Yellow Jackets with 20 kills. Young Young, in line for Frontier Conference Player of the Year and All-America honors, was outstanding at the net, leading her team to their 24th victory of the season. Our student athlete of the week, Young Young.
All right, sports fans, it's game time at the Built Ford Tough Sales event. And when it comes to trucks, stats don't lie. F-150 with EcoBoost has smash-mouth power with efficiency. And with best-in-class payload, boom, F-150 hauls in the Hail Mary. And here's a stat, pal. F-Series has been America's truck for 37 straight years. And that's a dynasty, baby.
Now during the Built Ford Tough Sales event, get up to $10,986 total value on F-150. Only at your local Ford store.
As a student, as an athlete, it is so important to stay focused.
When I'm not on the field, I'm in the classroom. When I'm not in the classroom, I'm in the books.
So you have to focus and prioritize what's important.
The choices I make on a day-to-day basis are huge. Not using tobacco, it all benefits who I am and who I am as a basketball player.
When you step on the mat, it's only you and another person, and making healthy choices is the first step.
Without making those healthy choices, I can be held back in my performance and I can hurt my team.
It's very important how the community sees you. I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
You live for life's finest moments, like seeing nature firsthand, teaching something old to someone new, experiencing the thrill in their face, and doing it again and again. Join us on the water in the very best boat for these moments. Tracker Boats, built for life.
Montana Honda and Marine in Billings. And we're back, joined now by Ben Moorkirky, the junior power forward for the men's basketball team at Rocky Mountain College. Off to a great start, undefeated after 2 wins at the University of Montana Western Tournament. And Ben, it's great to have you here. Let's talk a little bit about your first couple games this season. How did you feel you performed in the first 2 games down in Dillon?
You know, I feel like I did my responsibilities well. I rebound, made some passes, got people open shots, set screens. I think I just did what I was supposed to do, and I think that's why we got the win.
Conrad, Montana, you had a good high school career there, and how did you end up at Rocky Mountain College?
I called Coach Drykosen. He's looking for, I started on JV, started there, and just kind of asked him to play. He wasn't really recruited, and then I worked my way up.
I got to ask you, I was at Montana State when your dad was a high jumper there, 7-foot-plus high jumper. Can you jump like your dad?
Not quite. He's a athlete, you can say that. I try though, I guess you could say.
But can he rebound as well as you?
Yeah,
do?
I don't think he's got me there, but I don't know. You'd probably have to ask him. He probably has something else to say.
I put a little pressure on him. But let's talk about your junior season. Expectations as you go into a year that picked number 2 in the conference, went to the national tournament last year. A lot of expectations for this basketball team. How do you feel about the squad?
You know, I feel like we can live up to those expectations. We just have to play team defense. We have a lot of shooters, a lot of explosive offensive players, and if we play together as a team, I feel like we can accomplish those.
What are your goals for the season? I know as you go in, you've played very well in the first 2 games. You played well in those exhibition games and scrimmages. Do you feel good about your year?
I do. Just got to stay focused every night, I think, do my assignments, do anything I can to make the team win.
And you're an outstanding student, nearly a 4-point student. I don't want to put any pressure on you now, but your aspirations, your goals are maybe to go on to physical therapy school.
Yes, they are. After Rocky, I'm looking to apply to different physical therapy schools, and grade point average is definitely something they look at, so I've been trying my hardest.
Well, you're a Montana guy. Do you want to stay in the state of Montana after you get your degree here?
You know, I would really like that. My wife and I are both from Conrad. We both like it up there. My parents live in Gillette now, but I think Montana's the right fit for me.
Okay, you just mentioned something that's unusual for this team. You're married. You have a very lovely wife, and you're the only married guy on the team. What's that do for you?
You know, it gives me and the guys a good talking, something to talk about. They've supported a lot, and I love my team for that.
And you have a wife who I'm sure is just a great support system for you as well.
Yeah, she's great. It's nice to come home to her every night.
Now, do you bring it home at all and say, that darn Coach Drykosen, this is what he did at practice today?
You know, I try not to. I try to leave that, get that out of my system on the 10-minute drive home. It usually is, I guess.
Now, you've got some experience in the Frontier. Frontier's a very good basketball league. Some great teams, lots of athletic-type players. What can this Battling Bear basketball team do in the Frontier this year?
You know, we have a lot of athletic guards and posts on our team. We got a lot of shooters. We got a lot of just all-around great players, and I think that we can compete with any team that we play against.
Hey, it's great to have you here, and it's quiet, nice Fortin Gymnasium. Ben, we wish you all the luck this year, and we look forward to following you.
Thank you.
Ben Moorkirky, the junior out of Conrad, Montana. Let's go take a look at the Frontier Conference football stand.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
As a student, as an athlete, it is so important to stay focused.
When I'm not on the field, I'm in the classroom. When I'm not in the classroom, I'm in the books.
So you have to focus and prioritize what's important.
The choices I make on a day-to-day basis are huge. Not using tobacco, it all benefits who I am and who I am as a basketball player.
When you step on the mat, it's only you and another person, and making healthy choices is the first step.
Without making those healthy choices, I can be held back in my performance and I can hurt my team.
It's very important how the community sees you. I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
I know people who do all their shopping at a warehouse store, but just because it's a great place to buy muffins doesn't mean it's the right place to buy tires. So I asked some friends. They said Tire-Rama. There's one right around the corner. Tire-Rama helped me decide on a set of Cooper tires that qualified for a $70 Visa rebate. I got an oil change and a free brake inspection at the same time. Cooper tires, a $70 rebate, an oil change, and a free brake inspection. They really are more than just a tire store.
Hey, thanks for being with us this week on the Rocky Report. Boy, lots of great help from our coaches, Billy Drykosen and Wes Keller. Thanks to Ben Moorkirky. Big week of athletics at Rocky Mountain College and the city of Billings. These are some things just to remember. The NAI Unaffiliated Soccer Tournament, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. The NAI Unaffiliated Cross Country Championships at Amon Park, and that is Friday morning beginning at 10 a.m. And of course, football will be up at Carroll College. The volleyball team will be at Carroll College. Basketball, Tuesday night, the women will host Montana State University Billings. Wednesday night, the men right here against MSU Billings. Should be a lot of fun with those rivalry basketball games. Again, thanks to our guests this week. I'm Bruce Parker. We'll see you next week on the Rocky Report.